Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the least we could do with Jimmy and Dwayne.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmy and Dwayne. The least we could do every Saturday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, coming to you from Austin, Texas, all over Austin, Texas. I'm Jimmy Preston, one of your hosts. The other hosts with me, Mr. Dwayne Primo. What's going on, Dwayne? You doing good? You feeling good?
I am wonderful, sir. Today has been a fantabulous day.
It has been a nice day. The weather's been great. Kyle, our producer, he's hanging with us. He's had a very busy day. He's actively dating, it's smashing, as we say in the biz, and but you get dragged around.
There's a broadie bangs.
You can't just watch from the couch anymore. You've got to be part of history. You are out there in the field today reporting. How are you holding up?
Doing good. There was a lot of people out there, a lot of Trump supporters, and then the Trump supporters started dwindling off when they realized that their president didn't win. So that was interesting. Yeah.
They probably went home to train.
So, and if anybody's joining us for the first time and has no idea what we're talking about we've got a new president-elect. They've announced Joe Biden as the presumptive winner. He is going to be the new Lord and Savior of America, so it wasn't sitting well with the folks with the Trump flags, is what you're saying.
Lots of Trump trains coming down. So there was a guy with a horn. He had like a train horn on his truck, and he just made like 7 loops.
Yeah,
like all day.
Well, I know you've been out screaming and just hanging out and out in it, and it's weird these days socializing, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
aren't you? It's funny. Like, even when I watch old Office episodes and like Dwight gets too close to Jim, I'm like, you guys, you're too close. Where are your masks? You know. So yeah, but this is historic, and I knew, didn't I call it? I said it was going to take a couple days. We knew it was going to take a couple days. Dave Berkey, my buddy, the registrar of Falls Church, Virginia, said the voting guy. He said it was going to take a couple days, and then the common sense was Democrats took COVID a little bit more seriously than Republicans, if we were to generalize. And they were more apt to do the mail-in ballots. So, you know, the narrative that the president is spinning, and when I say president, I'm talking about the current president, Trump, that he was winning, and then it was taken away from him is not true, and it was just counting votes. And here in America, we count votes. I don't know how they do it in other countries, but guys, we did it.
We did.
Do you feel like part of it, even though Texas went red?
Absolutely.
I do. Travis County was pretty where we are was pretty unanimously bluish.
Travis was blue. Parts of Houston were blue. There was some blue that I saw in like the Dallas area, South Dallas, and then the border towns, basically from El Paso down to Brownsville. But this is a red state, and anybody that thought Biden was going to win was kind of lying to themselves. I was caught saying, you know, like it would be the first time since Jimmy Carter. But I was really, the most disappointing loss for me was MJ Hager not winning against John Cornyn. Sad that those numbers were just nowhere close. Well, I thought maybe she had a chance to be close, but she kind of got blown away.
Well, the polling was so atrocious at the end of this race. I mean, they had everyone so far ahead, and it was tight everywhere.
You know, I want to know a lot of stuff about this, but let's tell everybody what they're in for. Everybody that's tuning into us, if you're on the Facebooks, thank you for joining us. Please join us on the chat. We can see what you're saying, see what your thoughts are. Tell us if you're happy, if you're sad that you got a new president, and I want to talk to everybody. So we'll get the phone number up there if you want to chat with us. You give us a call. But we've got a jam-packed show tonight. And then talking about Texas, I think we're gonna be able to talk to somebody that maybe has their finger on the pulse. He just rode his bike.
He
rode a bicycle.
Yes,
he rode a bicycle. That's the show. Yeah, that's
right there.
Does he know that he's done that?
Over there,
okay.
Aaron Chamberlain.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what you were doing. And so he just rode around Texas. And
and that's a long way.
How many miles?
A short distance.
How many miles?
Just over 3,000. 3,014 miles, I believe.
Now I have driven across Texas.
Yeah,
I've driven on I-10 from El Paso to Lake Charles. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that drive across
Texas? Yeah, a number of times. I'm from Louisiana, sir. I've driven across Texas quite a few times.
It's there is just something about it. You get to know this state intimately when you drive across it. And thank you, Amber, for tuning in. And she's so right. President who can speak in complete sentences about us and not himself. I'm hopeful that the healing will start quickly once we see these new behaviors. We have truly been captivated by a narcissist, somebody who's very solipsistic and
very what?
Solipsistic. He believes he's the center of the universe. And
you've been talking to Paul, haven't you?
No. That's a word I'm a big fan of. It's gonna be refreshing, Amber, and I'm already looking forward to it.
Like a mint julep.
Aaron Chamberlain is joining us tonight. He's going to join us at about 8:30. Talk to us about his ride across the country. He also did a ride of every single street.
Ride across the country.
Across this used to be a country.
It would have been around
the Republic of Texas. If it was back
yeah,
then.
True.
But and then our musical guest tonight, Peelander Yellow of Peelander Z, also known as Kingo, a wonderful musician, person, human artist, muralist. He just painted Wilbur's jean jacket. He's
I saw Wilbur was rocking it tonight.
Rocking
the debut, I believe.
So that's the show tonight. But also let's celebrate together, folks. Let us celebrate. This has been a hell of a year.
I've gone through this first beer very quickly.
Yeah, but this has been a year.
Been a week.
One for
let me tell you
record book.
Give me a sec. Let me tell you.
Take it.
It's been a week. Okay.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of things going on this last month or so.
Mm-hmm.
And this week has been particularly stressful. My youngest child, Bear, or actually he's not my youngest. He's like my middle. My dog has been very sick, near death. And now mysteriously is fine, I guess.
Just like that.
After quite a few dollars of medical care, he's fine. So let's see. We brought him to the vet. We brought him to the vet Monday night.
No offense. I was so prepared. I thought you were going to do a rundown of what the country has been through this week.
No, I'm just talking about what I've been through.
I was not prepared for you, for me to have to personally engage in your business. This is, I don't know if I was ready for this.
Look at that.
There's Wilbur's jacket painted by Peelander Yellow.
What my wife was picking the dog up from the vet, Jimmy, and hit a deer on her way home. Didn't kill the deer. The deer got away. So I'm stuck with no meat and a damaged car.
Right. Yeah. And I often wonder if I do, hit a deer, total my vehicle, am I going to, I mean, like you might have to get out there and stab the deer dead, like if it's still half alive.
Yeah. If you maim it to the point where it can't get around, the humane thing to do would be to go out and kill it, like drop a brick on its head. Yeah. But then are you dragging that up over it?
Like I don't have a deer tarp in my car is what I'm saying. So like, are you going to strap? I think I would probably in that situation.
You strap it to the hood like a man.
Some bungee cords, and that's I think what I would do. I would
on the hood
ratchet straps. I'd pull that thing up on the hood of my car.
Yeah,
and then just strap it down. And then, but where do you go at 2 a.m.? Because what
it wasn't 2 a.m.
You gotta then like cut a hole in its like Achilles tendon between the bone and the tendon, and then like haul it up in the air, and then I gotta bleed it. And I guess I gotta gut it before I hang it up in the air, right? And then
you gut it while it's hanging.
I don't know how to butcher this thing. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Are there YouTube videos on how to do this like at 2 a.m.?
Sure.
Okay.
But there's YouTube videos of how to do everything.
Drinking word of the night. Did we even announce it? Biden.
We did. It's right there, Biden.
Okay. Drinking word of the night is Biden.
Cheers, sir.
To you.
Celebratory cheers.
To America. To America.
I spent 3 days in the brig on that ship.
What is the USS America?
It's an aircraft carrier.
That's what I thought. Is it a nuclear powered?
I don't think so.
Okay. Now we were talking about this. Like, is this stolen valor? Me wearing this this hat? You're giving me permission? Like,
yeah, sure.
Anybody can wear the hat. It's cool. I mean,
you can kneel for the national anthem. You can wear the fucking hat. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I just figured, this is a night of all of us coming together.
I gave years of my life to my country for your right to kneel for the national anthem and wear that hat. Somebody just fired a gun outside.
It was a gun for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been celebratory fireworks.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that. I remember every New Year's and July 4th, there was a certain time where they would bring us kids inside because somebody would always get a bullet through the dome down in Brownsville.
Always?
Yeah, like every New Year's, every July 4th, somebody in the news the next day had a bullet in the head.
I would imagine there was probably somebody in the news every other day. It didn't have to be a holiday. Getting shot.
No, that was the only time. It was the only time people got shot in the head.
Yeah.
So,
did they get arrows to the head?
Arrows?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, would you fire like a bow into the air?
No. Nobody does that. I mean, you only do it.
Dukes of Hazzard did.
No, you do it for the percussion.
You strap a piece of dynamite to the end of the arrow. You fire it up into the air at a drone, possibly.
You're being ridiculous. No one.
Why is that any more ridiculous than firing a gun into the air?
Because it doesn't make sound, Dwayne. You shoot fireworks off.
The dynamite does.
But see, you don't know where that's going. You can't blindly shoot.
It's going straight up. Hopefully the fuse is short enough to explode before it comes down.
Praying for a dynamite explosion in the air is what you're saying.
Yeah, we would want an aerial burst.
Okay, well that means that you've got to light a fuse. This is too involved because you got to do a test light and then like throw it to see how fast that fuse is going before you do a shoot. You can't do a blind shoot and light. That comes back down on you. Like you ever fired off one of those mortars and a mortar shooting
let
tube?
me tell you.
Yeah. When it goes,
we got shut down early one night and had 8 shells left.
Yeah.
And I tied all the fuses together and put it on the ground, the bundle.
Yeah.
No tube.
Terrible.
And lit it.
It's a
and it was amazing.
Louisiana idea.
It is.
And I'm sure there was that moment of fear where you were
that disclaimer comes from our producer, folks. He's very worried about
this is where I die. And that's living. Like if you ever have a moment where you think you're gonna die, then you have come closer to living. And I guess that's the last 4 years for me. Yeah.
You had a lot of near-death experiences in the last 4 years.
The Trump administration almost killed me so many times with
your dating habits almost killed you.
Yeah. But one thing I wanted to tell you about was my experience at I went to the flea market today.
Oh.
I didn't take any of these shirts. I'm going to take some of these shirts tomorrow.
Did you sell any whisks?
I gave away a pack of whisks. In order to get
a pack.
Yeah, one of the 3 packs. They come. It's a variable size whisk pack.
Was she cute?
No. There was no cute women at the flea market today.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying it was an off day at the flea market?
Yes.
Or that is not a place that is generally attractive to...
The intel on the street is that Saturdays are not the flea market day. So we actually bought, we were late to pay for our Saturday. Like we got set up and we were supposed to pay, and he was like, "Oh, just get me later." And then, we were told Saturdays suck. You got to come back on Sunday. I had no idea. Have you ever done a flea market? You ever set up a table and sold at a flea market? You've done a yard sale. This is basically...
I've been a consumer at many a flea market, but I've never been a seller.
Let me tell you, flea market people are weird, like weirder than yard sale people. Like, if somebody pulls over to your yard sale, they're going to buy something. But flea market people are actually...
I don't know. I don't buy at yard sales. I'm a browser. I'm a yard sale browser. I don't buy.
You get me at a yard sale. I'm going to find something that I want, but I'm going to bundle it with some other stuff. I'm a bundler.
I'll be honest with you. The only time that I've ever left with anything at a yard sale was that I browsed so long in one lady's yard. She just gave me something to leave.
Yeah. She's like, "Look, take this box of books and go."
It was comic books, actually.
Well, you were sitting there reading the books. You're
How do you know? Were you there?
You're probably in the grass on one of her blankets that she was using for her different pottery or whatever.
I was she had a playpen, and I was thinking about getting that too. So I sat in the playpen and spread the comic books out around me, and it was amazing.
She was just waiting for diaper fetish to come out.
I thought about it.
And she was like, "We got to get this guy out of here."
It's funny that you bring that up, because I made in the first podcast that I did, we were supposed to do some live shows and we never did. Honestly, we have talked about if we ever get back to normal doing the same thing. And I made an offer to wear a leather teddy with a diaper for our first live show, and that we would, for charity, raise money, and someone would be able to change my diaper at the end of the show.
Oh yeah, just someone would be able to do that. Like somebody's going to, like, you thought that you're going to have like some sort of raffle, and it would be like, "Hey, yeah, I'll put $5 for it.
Put in to win a chance
to change my
diaper."
No,
at the end of a live show.
What kind of prize is that? What kind of prize is that?
Okay, in retrospect, it wasn't the best idea. Like, I was probably high.
Now, I would buy a ticket for a chance to like feed you before you had to wear the diaper for 12 hours. Like I had to choose your diet for the 8 hours prior to you having to.
What would you feed me?
I mean, there would be some castor oil, and like it would be a mix of lots of Triscuits. Just lots of Triscuits.
Ow.
And then yeah. And then
that feels
like
painful already.
I'd make you chew the sunflower seeds and eat the shell. Yeah. And then
you're a sadist.
And then like some really hot peppers, but like just the oil of the peppers, so there's no hiding it. No, just like
seeds and oil.
Yeah. And then just like some castor oil or some X-Lax, just to kind of loosen everything up. But and then I want to see pressure. Like if I don't want to be anywhere near this, but I would pay to have like a webcam watching you in a room. And I would
agree to it if you were required to spend the following day with me.
After you've showered and not in that house. I mean, look.
Well, I feel like none of this stuff would come out till the next day, knowing my own metabolism.
What I want to see is like, like there's a video of the back of your behind, and then all of a sudden,
oh, those are good.
Like I want to see like a side, like like a push out of the diaper from an explosive exit. That
you wouldn't be able to see it under the teddy.
Why are you wearing the teddy?
That was one of the stipulations. The leather teddy and a diaper.
The leather teddy has nothing to do with me. I don't want any of that. So anyway, look, that's
Somebody
not happening.
Left.
We don't have to. We don't have to watch this show. Okay. Amber says if I pick the food, I got to change the diaper.
You're right. It's the least he could do.
Okay. Well, then we're done. This was just a waste of all of our listeners' time, because this contest is not going to happen. There will be no raffle for who gets to feed Dwayne and then change him. Now let's talk about a real challenge. Okay. And I'm talking about our upcoming guest. He rode his bike around the country. This made me think of
country of Texas.
The country of Texas. This has made me think of certain things that I've taken on.
I need another beer.
And like seen to the end. Like you start in, where did he start? In Corpus or something?
I think he started in East Texas.
Start riding around. I don't know, man. I think
how far do you think? Now, I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but this guy's a bike rider.
Right.
A cyclist, if you will.
He's a real cyclist. And he has a team.
What's the furthest you've ever ridden a bicycle, Jimmy?
From my parents' house to Springfield Mall on a BMX bike is probably
okay. Well, let's talk mileage. If you had to guess,
maybe from Reston, Virginia to Washington D.C., George. I think that's maybe 25 miles.
Okay.
25 miles.
That's an impressive jaunt.
Yeah, boy, do I have a story about that, and I might as well tell you.
We've got bicycle stories.
Girlfriend of mine, her dad was a big biker, big photographer, and
motorcycle biker.
No, like a bicycle.
Cyclist.
Yeah,
a cyclist. Let's say cyclist.
He's a cyclist. So we had this weekend planned. We're gonna go on a ride. She and I and her mom and her dad. We're gonna ride from Reston, very close to their house, into DC, and then we'll have the van there, and then we'll drive back. Mm-hmm. And I'm all cool with this. And I want to kind of not show off, but just like not look like I don't know what I'm doing. So I went to the store, got some biking clothes and stuff, and I know you know where this is going already. And so I looked.
Did you get spandex?
got some of those spandex pants with the padded butts, the padded butt.
Yeah.
And then
on a BMX bike.
So anyway, we go on this ride and we do it. And to be honest with you, most of it is kind of downhill.
The zip up cycling shirt?
I didn't have that, but I did have like a tight shirt, and it was kind of shiny and had some reflective stuff on it.
Ew.
And I had the clip-on shoes. And
on a BMX bike?
No. I had a mountain bike with road tires at the time,
like a proper
bicycle.
Cycle.
So we go on this ride. We have a great time. We get some dinner. We come back, and I kiss my girlfriend goodbye. Hey, I had a great time. I'm gonna go home, and I go home. I take off the spandex. And I have got a rash. I've got a rash. And now me and my girl, we had been on a break. We'd been on a break, but we had just gotten back. So me getting a rash, I wasn't with anybody. I just assume she gave me some rash. She gave me this rash. So I call her immediately, standing there, sweaty shorts in my hand, looking at myself in the mirror, her on the phone. And I go, who were you with? What were you? You couldn't just wait. We're just figuring things out. We figured everything out. And then you did you sleep with someone? Because what is this? All over my dingle and my dongle.
It's a 25-mile bike ride.
And then she pops me on speaker and starts laughing. And she goes, he thinks I slept with somebody and gave him an STD because he's so stupid that he wore brand new biker shorts on a bike ride to blah, 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 impress my dad. And it's on speaker with her mom and dad. They heard the whole thing.
I wish the viewers had my view so they could see Kyle's head in his hands for this entire story. Just the shame on his face that you're putting this on the internet. I mean, not that it's embarrassing.
It's
per se.
It's
just so boring.
Let me tell you why it's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing because I didn't trust. And then also I did this to myself. And this is a metaphor. This is a metaphor for the Trump voters.
Oh, here
I'm
go.
telling you,
hold on.
You have got a rash right now.
Is the phone number up? Let's get ready for some calls.
You've got a rash. And that rash is because of you. It is not because of the rest of the country that went a certain way. I'm telling you, this is a self-imposed rash of your own making. All over.
Why are you doing this to me right now?
All over your genitals.
Our guest just came into the studio, and this is the rant you decide to go with.
No, it's topical because we were talking about bike riding.
You know what? Let's talk to someone who actually knows about this.
Okay.
Should you wear brand new cycling shorts
with padded
on a 25-mile ride
with the padded buttocks
without shaving your taint?
Well, welcome to the show, Mr. Aaron Chamberlain.
Hey guys, how do I sound?
Hi.
You sound great. And am I pronouncing your last name right? Is it Chamberlain or Chamberlain?
Chamberlain. Yeah, it's good.
Chamberlain. All right. So we've been talking about you. You're quite a happy man. You obviously love the bike, and you're not letting anybody stop you. You also have a job at a periodical that allows you to chronicle these jaunts. And I don't think they figured out that they're paying you to do what you love. So let's not let them know. But but this last trip around the state of Texas, you're a week back, or what? 10 days, or what? How long have you been back?
Yeah, I got back last Wednesday. Then I got back to Austin Sunday. So I've been back about a week.
Nice. Now, where did you start the trip at?
I started in Brownsville and then I ended in Brownsville.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, and I saw somebody claims that you were from Brownsville.
Yeah, there was some confusion. I guess a lot of people thought I was from Brownsville. I have my my in-laws live down there, so I'm kind of from Brownsville, I guess.
Okay, my mom's Brownsville holds a very
By
special
marriage.
place in my heart.
Yeah.
My mom's from Brownsville, right there on Resaca Boulevard. I used to do all my fishing at my grandfather's house. Love the zoo down there. But so is that why you started, because of the family down there, or was there another reason?
Yeah, I mean, we spent a lot of time, especially this year. Like, we were in Brownsville a lot. Like when COVID hit, my kids and my wife were down there for spring break, and then they were like, "Come down because you don't know if you're gonna get stuck in Austin, whatever."
Yeah.
And so I went down there, and then we were there for like 2.5 months. So, and then we were kind of back and forth between Austin and Brownsville the whole year. So, yeah, I just spent a lot of time down there, and my wife grew up there, so it seemed like a good place to start.
Yeah, your stuff was there already, so why not?
Yeah.
Now, last year, you biked every street in Austin, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, I did.
For a year?
It took about a year. Yeah. I wasn't, I was building that one around my job. So I had to go to work still during the day.
So you rode every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
What'd you average mileage wise per day?
It was not that many. Like, during the work week, it was like 10 to 15 miles a day.
And you're like even going down cul-de-sacs and
yeah.
So
Wow.
it was kind of tedious. You were basically like one of those Google Maps cars driving.
Yeah, it was. I saw
360 camera on your helmet.
Yeah, I saw every address in the city.
So during this time, you're pedaling up a hill off 360 somewhere, and you decide, hey, you know what? This is not. Let's do the whole state. Let's just go the whole state.
Pretty much, yeah. Towards the end of it, I don't know, November, December last year, 2019. I thought, what can I do next? And I don't know why the idea of just riding around the entire state seemed appealing to me, but it did. So that's what I decided to do.
That's amazing. Now, how did you separate out the sections?
Of the state or of Austin?
Of the state.
Oh, I just figured I'd leave from Brownsville and ride, I don't know, like 50 to 60 miles a day.
Right.
And then so I just decide like what city to start in and what city to end in, and like just go along the whole perimeter until I got back to the start, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, and I missed something, because how many days did it take?
That took 58 days.
58 days to bike around the state. Yeah. Okay, so each night, what do you do? Do you have a team with you? Are you by yourself? What do you do?
Most of the time I was by myself, but about a little over halfway, my brother-in-law came out from San Francisco, and he has a truck with a camper on the back, and he went along with me through West Texas. So like from like Denver City to El Paso, and then down through Big Bend, and all the way to Sanderson. Like, he stayed with me the whole time. And after,
I mean, he kind of joined at some of the best parts of the ride, right?
Yeah, he didn't go to the Panhandle with me. That's
right.
Right. Did you have what were your favorite sections to do?
The whole time with my brother-in-law. Like, it was like pretty much West Texas.
Yeah.
And then like the coast was real nice. And that when I was at the coast, my family went with me, and they would go to the beach during the day, and then we'd meet up at the hotel at the end of the night. So they were with me for like 6 days, I think. But the entire trip along the coast was nice.
Yeah.
And then East Texas was nice. It was my first bit of hills for the trip. I was provided a lot of shade by the pine trees.
Yeah, a lot more shade in East Texas.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And West Texas was just where all the views were. So
right. Now Aaron, we've been planning a show camping trip, Jimmy and Kyle and I. So you're saying West Texas is the spot?
West is best.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, Aaron, look, I just graduated several years ago. I finally got my my degree in journalism, Texas State. And I know that I've got some of my former buds and classmates that listen to this show, and they're still working in the field. Tell us, how did you pitch this? How do you go to your editor and say, hey man, I want to take 2 months off?
Yeah, so I work at Texas Monthly, and I work in production, so I'm not an editor or anything, or even a writer for them. But I do some freelance writing for them, and I write about beer mostly.
Right.
So, but I did the whole thing last year. Whoops, I did the whole thing last year with the biking around Austin, and so when this came up, I kind of slipped it to the editor that I usually work with. I'm thinking about this trip around Texas. It makes sense for you to do it with Texas Monthly. This was early on in the right before the quarantine.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, we definitely want to do that. But then it got kind of shelved for a while, and then
until we could figure out how to do stuff. Right.
Yeah, and then July came around. I'm like, all right, well, we're all still working at home. I'm still riding my bike, 40 to 50 miles a day to stay in shape to be able to do this when I can. And
what better way to social distance?
Yeah,
right?
That's kind of how I said, like, we're already at home, so let me just hit the road, and I'm not going to be around anybody except for maybe at night, and even then I'll social distance, and I can provide this content that for the website that is not happening right now. There's not a lot of outdoor stuff on the website, so it could be a good thing. And basically they agreed, that as long as I could stay safe, safe distance from most people, obviously wear my mask and things like that.
Right.
And, so it just worked out that they were like, yes, let's do it. So.
And luckily no road accidents, no problems with other motor vehicles. Probably the best time for you to do it because traffic on some of these roads is probably considerably lighter, right?
I would imagine riding every street in Austin was way worse for that.
Definitely, yeah. Every street in Austin, I probably had 3 times the close calls I had when I was riding around Texas.
Yeah,
right.
Just because it's it's more urban, but I was riding around Texas, I was on I did some major highways, but still, I don't know, it's more professional drivers, really, like a lot it was professional, 18-wheelers and 18-wheelers and RVs were like the biggest thing that passed me, and they always gave me room. It was they were pretty they played it pretty safe,
pretty considerate.
Yeah.
And then you had people that were monitoring your GPS all along the way, and then you were checking in at several times a day, I'm sure. But what as we booked this and leading into the election on Tuesday and trying to get a feel of what's going on in this state, and then now seeing the results, what did you see? Did you know? Could you have, from your travels, predicted what happened?
No. In Texas, yeah. I mean, in Texas, it's pretty red out there. I could tell that this, especially where I was going. I was going through, leaving from the valley into, basically Trump country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I stayed, it was in the East Texas and North Texas and the Panhandle, and like until I got to El Paso, it was pretty much Trump or whatever Republican country. So
yeah, you really didn't go through any of the big blue dots in Texas.
Yeah, El Paso was the biggest one, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool how the map you shared of your route is almost the map of Texas. Perfectly.
Yeah.
That's well planned out.
That was the plan.
It's well planned out.
And then, like somebody asked, well, why didn't he go exactly on the outside? And I was like, there aren't roads on those boundaries. Like those were, but those were carefully chosen. Those are the closest roads on the route to do the border of Texas.
It was pretty much the closest roads. I mean, there may be some other ones, like some farm roads, but I also, most of the time I was by myself, so I had to think about how far I'd be from a gas station or how far, I could only carry so much on my bike. So
yeah.
There was also that. Like, if you look at the northwest corner of my map in the Panhandle, I cut. There's like a, I don't go to the actual northwest corner of the Panhandle because there's not much there until you get to Dullheart, and that's where
that's what I was going to ask you. The Panhandle had to be the worst part of the whole trip.
That was a tough part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was it tough?
That's where I had my darkest moments.
Tell me about them.
The wind. There's wind. I mean, especially once you got up the east part of the Panhandle up to the north. That's the winds just turned on me, and it was just so hard. And then there's long stretches between towns, and some towns don't have anything. You get to a town, and it's like a post office. That's it. So getting to an actual town that had like an Allsups was few and far between. And with the wind and like, it was still pretty hot then, not too bad, but it was just tough going for a while.
So like when you came rolling into one of these little towns, and you're in your biker gear and
cyclist Jimmy,
cyclist gear, and you're pulling up to, this gas station that's been there since like 1930. And there's some old timer in his overalls, and he's like, what the hell are you doing here? And then you tell him what you're doing. What was the weirdest response, or like, do you have any like guy from this trip, just like the character that just is stuck in your mind, that just was blown away by what you were doing?
I feel like some people were blown away, but I mean, there was some, I guess, disbelief in people's eyes, but everyone was pretty like kind and nice that I met.
Good luck on your bike ride there.
They're like, sure, buddy, good luck. Some people offered water and things like that, but I think most people thought I was, neat or thought I was crazy, pretty much.
Right. Yeah.
Aaron, have you, for some reason, this is a question that I had. Have you, like, if you stretched out the mileage around Texas, say from the East Coast, how far could you get?
Like from coast to coast, I think there's certain parts from coast to coast that I could go all the way across with 3,014 miles. I'm not sure. And then, some are longer trips, some are shorter, but
now the entirety of Austin, how many miles total was that?
I never remember. It was over 4,000 miles. It was between 4,000 and 4,500 miles or something.
So you could go like across the U.S. and back a little ways.
Oh yeah, it's almost like there and back.
Nice.
There and halfway back.
So what's next for you? You've got. I mean, you had plenty of time to think of the next one. Like
58 days.
I want to know, like, how soon into this one did you come up with the next one?
Well, I was actually thinking about before I left.
Because that was your plan B if this one didn't get.
I thought of like, what other states could I do?
Right.
And my first one was Florida, because I grew up in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And that would just be much easier, I think, than Texas.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of coastal riding. So So I mean, I thought of doing Florida. It's just a matter of having time and someone to pay for it.
What about California?
California was in my head. There's a lot of rides that I want to do, but then also like I want to do rides that aren't, people haven't really done that much. I don't know, or haven't done it at all.
Here's one for you.
Yeah.
A bike-powered raft, and you do the Mississippi all the way, or the Colorado,
or the Atlantic,
or I thought the Rio Grande.
Yeah, we can do that too. There's lots of options. So does this change your life, or is this just what you do, man? You just bike, and it just so happens that you didn't come back to the place that you started every night.
Yeah, I mean, people have asked like, what did you learn, or how did it change you? I'm like, it hasn't changed me any. Like, I didn't
change my calves.
I can't really say I learned anything either. I mean, it was just, and I wasn't looking to learn anything. It was just
this is not the time. This is not the time to learn things about how good you are at cycling or what the right stuff to wear, which I have a lot of follow-up questions about that. But this was, the goal was,
I mean, it's not like you were eating mushrooms the whole 3,000 miles. You weren't finding out a whole ton about yourself.
Right.
Maybe through the panhandle. That could have helped.
I think that could have passed the time a little easier.
Yeah. Some good mushrooms.
I guess, like, was there a point where you said, okay, I'm done? I mean, if we were to write a movie, there's got to be some sort of strife. What is the antagonist in this story? It sounds like you had this beat from the get-go. Maybe a little wind hit you, Aaron. But no one's going to give a shit about the wind unless it's fucking Twister and a cow's flying at you at 50 miles per hour. So what it was the chafe, right?
It wasn't the chafe. I had no chafe.
No chafe.
No chafe. I had good cream every day I put on, so I was good.
What are you doing? Udder butter?
And was it Nutter butter? What was it called?
Udder butter?
Boudreaux's butt paste.
No, it was called. What was it called? It had something
called Styko's Nut Scrub.
It was something with nuts in it, I think. Something nuts. I don't know.
Okay. Now, what about nipple care? What do you do there?
Only a few days where I would feel with the chafing of the nipples, but it wasn't a full-time thing. So I did pretty well there. My nipples.
The producer is on top of stuff. Biker nut cream. Thank you, Kyle.
So nothing, no flat tires, no. Oh, you did have flat tires.
Yeah, plenty of those. Yeah.
Okay. So, but you're a pro at that, and you have like a kit with all the stuff.
Not really. I had to change my tires halfway through the ride. They pretty much went bald. So I had to go get a new set of tires, and the new set of tires were hard to get on the rims I had, and it was like a mechanical issue I had. That was the major mechanical issue I had. And just getting tubes in it I kept breaking tubes, just putting them inside the tire. So it was rough for about a week, and then I think the tires stretched out, and they were fine after that. So
I've never had luck with thin tires. I've always been a knobby tire kind of guy. BMX bikes, mountain bikes. Never had luck with those skinny tires.
So the cream was called D's Nuts, by the way.
D's Nuts. Okay.
D's Nuts.
Aptly named. We were talking before you came on the show about how I went on a bike ride with an ex-girlfriend of mine's parents, and I bought brand new spandex pants, and I got a rash, and I blamed it on her. I thought she had given me something while we were on a break. She maybe caught something and gave it to me. But it was from the spandex. If somebody was to,
were you wearing underwear, Jimmy?
No, you don't wear underwear with spandex. Well, tell me.
No, I don't wear Spandex.
Aaron, do you wear underwear with your spandex?
Not when you have the chamois with it. No.
What's the chamois?
It's the
when you got the chamois lining inside, right?
Yeah, when you have the spandex with the padding. I guess with any kind of spandex, I wouldn't wear underwear. But yeah,
I don't know if I had chamois or not. But okay, yeah. So you got to wash it first.
Yeah.
And then you know, if somebody was to try and embark on this, how you did a lot of training, right? How much training were you doing before you took off on this 60-day journey?
I think people do train differently. All I did was just ride my bike as much as possible. Like 2 months before I left, I would just try to get as many miles in per week. Like I was getting 200 miles per week the 2 months before I left,
right?
Just to get my body ready to ride all the time, basically. But it probably wasn't efficient training, but
yeah, you weren't like focusing on hills or whatever.
But it worked for you. Your body was used to 50 miles a day. That was kind of what your pace was, right? No, did I lose anything? Yeah. So you know what? Just freaking amazing. You're obviously a man of God, right? And you're a Trump supporter.
Don't ask my mom
about God or Trump.
Both.
Oh my goodness.
I've had some family conversations today on text. So
is she upset? Mom's upset.
The whole family.
Oh my goodness.
A buddy of mine shared a photo of his wife. They were actually at a family get together at his wife's house when the race was called, and they are not Trump supporters. And she snuck a photo of just everybody looking super butthurt, and it was amazing.
Oh, but the family is full of Trump supporters, but they're not.
Right.
No, they're not.
Right.
They're by far not.
Aaron, with your travels through this state, can we rebuild? Can we ever expect this state to go blue? And man, our governor's an asshole, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And I mean, Joe Rogan's here now, so I think we can go blue.
But he was hanging out with the governor just the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I don't get Rogan.
He's going full Texas, man.
I don't watch him, but I think that he's a little bit too wrapped up in what his fans want him to be, and that bothers me when he's cozying up to our governor, because he's a jerk. And I'm sad about some of the races. Did everything go the way that you thought it would?
Yeah, pretty much. Not the way I expected it to go, but I mean that's pretty much the way I thought it would go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I look forward to your next adventure, and I'm gonna guess that it's on a bike. It's gonna be on a bike, right?
We want to do a ride from St. Elmo Brewing and here in Austin to St. Arnold in Houston. That's like the next. That's definitely happening in 2021.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
It's short. It's not so epic, but it'll be.
There used to be a ride from Houston to Austin, right?
Yeah, the MS 150, I think.
Does that still go on?
I think they might have canceled it this year. And
okay, but it's still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a thing. Yeah.
All right, and then
I love that you're tying beer into it. That's awesome.
That's the ultimate.
and look, you missed out on. Well, you were busy on your ride, so you didn't compete in the National Beard and Mustache Championship this year.
No, I would.
But I invite you to join the Austin Facial Hair Club's yearly contest. Come and shave it. I think it's 15 coming up or 14. I don't know.
Yep.
But our yearly competition's in February. You should join. We'd love.
You should join the club. You should join the club.
Go in.
We'll send you a link for the meeting.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Aaron, anything else? You got any final words for everybody other than read Texas Monthly?
Read Texas Monthly. Read Austin Beer Guide.
Hell yeah.
That's mine too.
What's your favorite beer these days? What are you drinking right now?
Right now I'm drinking Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale.
Okay, that's good.
Sierra Nevada.
Got some Lone Star.
I drank a lot of Lone Star on the trip.
I'm on the 512 Pecan Porter this evening.
A good one. I mean, yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite.
The drinking word of the night is Biden, and so let's all drink to our president-elect.
Cheers.
I drink to you, Aaron, for doing the hard miles.
If you guys go to Texas,
what just happened? Did he just die?
I think so.
He's gone. He's just frozen. Or is he fucking with us?
I think he's just chilling.
I think he's gone. All right. So, Aaron, what he was about to say is, it's been great having you. We want to have you on again next time you do something spectacular like this. Keep those nuts feeling good with the D's nuts, and giving us some tips on chafing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
And welcome to the new America.
Right on. Thanks, man.
All right, we'll see you later. All right, there's Aaron Chamberlain, biker extraordinaire, going across the state of Texas, all around the state of Texas, and doing all the wonderful things. You know, he had his eyes on the state this whole time leading up to what was going on, and this is one of the things when I used to do the tour managing and going across the country with the bands that I would work with. You get to meet folks in these towns, and you learn a little bit about. I mean, it's easy to generalize and say, oh well, those folks in Alabama, oh those folks in Iowa, oh those folks in Mississippi and in California. But when you go and meet them, and you can't just go and meet somebody from California, you gotta drive through their neighborhoods. You gotta drive up their highways. You gotta see the condition of their air and their water and their roads, and you get an idea of what a town is like. And so I'm jealous. I'm jealous of Aaron because he's seen a lot of this state that I haven't, and I've seen a lot, and I want to see some more. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break. I've got listen, Paul Hendricks. He's got a what is his site? What is his thing? What's his thing? What's Paul's thing called?
Strain Spotlight of the Week.
No. What's his thing? That's the thing he does for us. What's
Strain on Society?
Strain on Society.
Sorry, I dropped out there, folks.
It's okay. Yeah, we thought you were fucking with us for a second. So no. Strain on Society is his thing. He does reviews of some smoky stuff. He's got a review for us this week.
We told him 5 minutes. In Arizona. We told him 5 minutes. Illegal in New Jersey.
It's very, very much longer than 5 minutes, but stay with it. We'll come back at like 6 minutes or something and talk over the rest of it. This is and we told him Strain Spotlight. It's a Strain Spotlight. But right. Whatever. We'll see.
Are you angry right now?
No. We're taking a break. Okay. I love you. We'll be right back. And then that was our guest, Aaron Chamberlain. We'll be right back. Thank you, Kyle.
Strain on Society.
Hey, welcome to Strain on Society. I'm Paul E. Hendricks, and this is our Spotlight Strain of the Week. For the least we could do, hey, Jimmy, Dwayne, and Kyle, I hope y'all are doing well. I know we're all sitting in anticipation to find out who the next leader of the free world is. And I hope everybody's okay with that. I hope everybody's being patient and keeping calm and taking a lot of deep breaths and just filling themselves with some kind of peace. Because I know it's really hard during this time. It's hard for me too. And I'm a peaceful warrior. So how do you like that? Here's one thing that helps me remain peaceful is cannabis. And maybe it is for you as well. I hope it is, because it does a does a lot of good for your brain and for your body as far as relaxing it. It makes everything a little lighter. And it's not just me saying that, it's the millions and millions of people that smoke cannabis. First, I want to start off on this featured strain, spotlight strain. God damn it. Is that congratulations to all the states out there that legalized, most of them legalized recreational cannabis, some medical only. Oregon, for God's sakes, decriminalized all drugs. God bless them. And they also they legalized, I want to say, psilocybin therapy, which is awesome. So to all those states out there, there's one thing that's gaining traction in this world, regardless if you are a Republican, Democrat, or whatever your political stripe is, that the attitude about cannabis is definitely some common ground, it seems, in a lot of states where no matter the political stripe, people want to see cannabis legalized. So down here in Texas, really, Texas? Do you want to be fucking last on this, Governor Abbott? Do you guys want to be fucking last in the country, last to get on board? You cry about our economy and you want to make it better. And here's the solution. And other states are jumping on, and the jackassery running this state. Well, here we are. Let me go ahead and just start this illegal in Texas Spotlight Strain Edition. So in keeping with the relaxation, keeping your body relaxed, I'm going to share with you guys a strain that's been my favorite of not just this week, of all of 2020. And I'm just learning today as I'm about to do this. Here I thought that this strain was a sativa, because you know I like sativa dominant hybrids or just sativas. And this is an indica dominant. It's a 60-40. Indica 60%, 40% sativa. And I have loved this strain since I first tried it earlier this year. And it is one strain that I have kept in my pocket the entire year because I love it. And it's quickly become one of my favorite strains of 2020, if not just one of my strains that I like to that I'll keep handy in the future as well, because I just enjoy it. Why do I enjoy it? Well, let's talk about it first. It's ice cream. It's an ice cream strain. It comes from Paradise Seeds. Paradise Seeds, well known for a lot of really good strains. And this particular strain, they even put on their Ferrari sticker. It's a Ferrari brand strain. That's how much people like it. That's how good it is. Let me go ahead and just light it up. Let me cough first. Light it up. Tell you what we're working with. One of the biggest reasons I love this so much, the unique terpenes and flavor. Everyone I know that's had ice cream, some folks have really, goddamn, hit it once. Not every person I know has loved ice cream as much as I have. The reason why, as soon as I smoked it for the first time, I recall when it came around, because it was with another strain that people really liked. Some liked better. I didn't. I can't remember it. So what the fuck did I even bring it up for? Anyway, number one thing, the terpenes. The taste of this strain is super, super unique. And I'm here for all of it. It's got so many unusual tones to it. Vanilla, earthy, funky. Like when I say funky, I mean disrespectful, offensive. It's got a little of that too. It's that pungency. You know what I'm talking about. And then that pungency mixed with these light vanilla tones is extraordinary to me. The taste profile on ice cream is just outstanding. I can't say more about it. I keep getting it because I enjoy not just the flavor profile, but I enjoy the effects it has. I mean, I always thought it was a sativa. It does give me those relaxing effects that an indica will, but I also feel super creative. I feel really creative on this. I feel happy. I feel rejuvenated. So I get that kind of sativa energy, like, and I guess that's coming from the 40% part of it, while also remaining like a body relaxation, a mind relaxation, while still being focused creative. And that's one of the reasons why I loved it so much. And I for sure thought it was like a 60-40 the other way around, though. 60 sativa, 40 indica, and I was mistaken. But it makes me super happy. And as you go down, if you ever check these out, you check out the strains after I give you a spotlight on one of them. You'll see a lot of the reviews say the same thing. A lot of the reviews say, you know, the happy, euphoric, creative, relaxation. And another one that's really popular that is also true is it's motherfucker will give you the munchies. They didn't name it ice cream for that. They named it ice cream for the smoothness and the flavor. However, you'll probably want to eat ice cream after you indulge. It definitely, in my experience, and I saw looking through reviews, a lot of other people's experiences with it, it definitely, and after this, I'm done. My wife, Diane, was going to make, she bought raisin cinnamon bread. Excuse me. It was going to make French toast this morning. Shit. But now it's too late, and we're going to go to it's Elotes in Austin, Texas. Y'all that are watching that aren't in Austin don't know anything about it, and that's a shame. But this strain, like I said, 2020 pick, top 3 easy. A rich, I mean, and then inhale, take a puff after a sip of dark, however you do your coffee. I happen to put a little vanilla creamer in mine.
I bet he put vanilla
from almond milk, an almond milk creamer with a little vanilla, because I'm a vanilla fan. Probably can't tell that by looking at me.
You're muted, James.
A sip, a toke, and bam! Vanilla, 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 vanilla. Super. and then funk, disrespect. I know this is a strain that's around because I've had a lot of access to it. I'm in a state that's illegal, so I know you can get your hands on it. And if you can, and you walk by or you want to go search it out, if you can get your hands on ice cream, I would say for 100%, put it in your face, keep it in your rotation. If you're, I mean, this is all my opinion, but I absolutely love it. I do, and it's one of my favorites. So anyway, guys. I'm going to pitch this back to Jimmy, to Dwayne, and to my good friend and fellow handsome guy, Kyle. Kyle. And this, you guys just continue your show. Forget about handsome? Me. It's easy. I'm sure you'll talk shit as soon as this is over, Jimmy.
That's right.
Anyway, this is Paul E. Hendricks from Strain on Society, and thanks for joining me for this week's Strain Spotlight.
Strain Spotlight.
Back to you guys. Right. Love you.
Yeah. Thank you. Love you too, Paul.
The E this week is for extra long fucking segment is what it's for. Jesus.
How do I switch this?
I feel like stop touching buttons, Jimmy.
There we go.
I feel like
what did you get all the questions in to Aaron? You froze there at the end. Did you have any groundbreaking questions that you were gonna throw?
I was saying that if you haven't checked out Texas Monthly, Aaron's blog reviewing the whole trip around the state of Texas, some great photos and whatnot.
If you do a search on Texas Monthly for Tour de Texas, Tour de Texas, and the title is "I Just Biked Around the Entire State."
Yeah, I don't know what happened with my internet there.
Don't make any apologies. It's fine. It was fine. I mean,
you handled it.
You're great. Everyone's great, and I want to thank everybody that is joining us.
Hey, you know what?
On the stream, Jimmy, thank you for joining us in the comments page.
I wanted to give a free plug right here to my buddy Deej. has his new book out, Cab Log.
What is this all about?
Dee spent a couple of years driving a taxi cab in Lafayette, Louisiana, and journaled his experiences as a cab driver in the Deep South.
You know, I've never had the desire to be a cab driver, but I'm always fascinated.
Oh, I have.
You've dreamt of being a cab driver? You've wanted to be
I've wanted to be a cab driver a bunch.
I think it's easy to romanticize about the position, but I think that more often than not, you probably just have binary interactions with humans. You know, like you pick somebody up, you drop them off, no conversation, no interaction. But then there's the good ones, you know, or maybe there's good ones that could be good. You hate them. You know, it's like, don't talk to me, lady. I just want to drive. I don't know. I wouldn't be like that. I'd want to talk to everybody, and I'd be like a therapist behind the wheel, you know,
right.
If I was a cab driver. I feel like it's easy to romanticize about it, but I like my position as just the rider, you know, and I'm always that guy. Like when I get in the cab at the airport with some of my friends and we're going to the hotel, I ask questions of the cab driver, you know, like some of the questions that aren't like normal things, you know.
I have no doubt, my dear friend James.
Yeah,
I have no doubt that if you were a cab driver, you would be the driver where the majority of your fares got out early. Kind of like if you were a bartender, you would be the bartender that everybody walked to the other end of the bar.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that I wasn't everybody's favorite bartender? Because I have bartended and I've been people's favorite bartender.
Once they've had a few drinks, yeah.
I'm an amazing bartender because even though I'm taking care of this person over here, I saw that these two people just walked up and they were waiting before this guy who just snuck in closer, and he thinks that he's next, but he's not. He's going to get the finger. I'm going to go and take care of these people because I believe in fairness. Okay. I pay attention. I've got bar vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a wide field of view.
No offense to the Austin bartenders, but moving from the area that I did,
be careful.
Moving
be careful
down.
What you say here?
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is there's like a you're kind of royalty if you're a bartender in this town. And especially at a certain venue, at certain venues, you know, that can even elevate your status. Oh, he bartended over at so and so, you know. So there's a little bit of ego in every bartender here in Austin, and you don't. I feel like you don't get, like, you've got to play their game, you know. But maybe it's just my standards, you know. I get served, and then you can't approach a bartender in Austin and expect to be served. You've got to like woo them to like you and to want to serve you. You understand what I'm saying?
How do you even remember what it's like to be near an Austin bartender, Jimmy?
I'm still going out.
Huh.
Okay.
I have not been to a bar in almost a year.
Yeah, I live by myself, and you don't want me to just keep living by myself. And there's not enough.
Do you not feel a sense of community in your apartment complex that can fulfill that need for you?
I feel community. There is community, and I love my neighbors. I do, but at the same time, when I come home, this is my safe space. I like to come home and just be in my place. I don't like to hang out, you know. There's, you know, like, do you and your neighbors hang out? Do you ever feel the need to socialize and it drives you a little crazy?
I never feel the need to socialize with anyone, really.
Okay.
Like I miss hanging out with you guys in person because I like to touch. I'm a touchy guy.
It's like that's the reason why I haven't moved in with somebody else. You know, like I could probably get cheaper rent if I got a house and split it with a buddy, you know. But then
you like your space.
Then there's a buddy there, and then there's well, what are you doing? I'm walking from the kitchen back to my room. You know, what are you doing in your room? Look, bro. What is
and you don't want to. You don't want to have to set those boundaries. You know.
Yeah, I don't want to have to. You know, shiv a dude. So you know, and it's not like I got lots of secret stuff going on. It's just, and then I can be that annoying guy. And then you know how it always works with a roommate, like that one person that just stops doing the dishes, and then all of a sudden they start piling up, and then you need a bowl. It's the one time you've needed a bowl in the last 2 or 3 months. Like you haven't had cereal, but for some reason you're just like, I gotta have some Frosted Flakes, and then you get the whole milk, you know, you get the Frosted Flakes, and you wanted the small box, but they don't have it. You got to buy the freaking family size box. And then, and I'll have you know, Amber, my TV is back on the wall. Okay. All right. So you just watch it with that. But then there's no bowls because you're, there's no bowls because, and there's none in the dishwasher. There's none in the sink because your roommate's been, because you've been on them about not washing dishes. So now they're just hiding them under their bed, you know? That's how things go. Like that's how, and that's how half of this country is for Trump now.
I thought we talked about this last week, that after the election, we were going to take it easy. And you're not taking it easy. You're attacking. You're being aggressive. And I don't like it.
Well, you know, you guys are my conscience a lot of the time. So like today, and listen, when I asked you guys, I came to you all and said, hey, should we have Los on the show? Should we bring Los on the show? And y'all said, no, Jimmy, because you probably will not be able to behave yourself.
You're just grasping for an opportunity to cause conflict right now. That's what you're doing right now.
No. Because I had the best of intentions. And so this is what we need to have a conversation with the country. I'm talking to the country right now. Like, and so far I'm liking all the
8 people. You were talking to 10 until you got on this.
Right. So look, we've got to play like celebrate like we've been there before, you know, and then this needs to be a great cleansing of the whiteboard. Okay, like all of what we've gone through the last 4 years, we can just forget about it.
But we can't pretend we've been here before, because we haven't been here before. This is a new spot.
No, we have had a sane president that does the presidential things and says the presidential things before.
But we haven't been through a previous 4 years like we've been before.
And I think
it's not going to happen overnight.
I think it's going to be real easy for us to settle back into normal because we crave it so much. Now, this is where we have an uphill battle. There are people that are already like, I'm pretty sure if you did an audit of every single state, then you're going to find that there's a whole bunch of dead people that voted. You know, like this is the shit that comes out every election. And that's what's dangerous. So we need to.
Does it always come out with that accent?
Okay, forget about the accent that I use. It might have been a derogatory accent, but look,
yeah, maybe
it's like, remember some of the words that you maybe grew up saying, like sissy. We don't say sissy anymore, right? It's not It's not good. And then there's so many other words I could.
I mean, if you're talking about your kid's sister, you say sissy.
If that's what their name is. He's talking about the actress, Sissy Spacek.
No, you call your kid sister sissy. You call your kid brother Bubba.
Okay, but if your son falls down and skins his knee and starts crying, and you call him a sissy, that's not right, because then or a wuss and stuff like that. Like we've learned that these are things that we don't do. So look, we are going to learn how to talk to each other again. We are going to learn how government works. Okay. Like, no election ever had all the votes counted on election day. Okay. Now the numbers were such that 200,000 to 100,000 for one candidate versus the other, but there was 30,000 mail-in votes. That's not going to get the 100,000 person over the 200,000. They call it for that candidate, and then they continue counting behind the scenes. That's how this shit works.
Yes.
But there's people that don't understand it, and then just get rewarded by with their bad behavior of spouting off random thoughts. We can't reward that behavior anymore. And what I hope the media does is just stop putting his tweets, putting his thoughts, and after he's out of office, let him be like what was the guy that almost got impeached and said he wasn't a crook? Nixon. Just like Nixon, he went away.
I'll be honest. I haven't seen much from the outgoing president today. Besides they did a press conference out at a landscape management company or
what was that
parking lot or something. I don't know. I think it was a campaign press conference, not actually the president. And they, from what I understand, thought they had booked the Four Seasons Hotel, but they had actually booked the Four Seasons lawn management parking lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So
and I saw that it was across the street from a porno shop.
Yeah.
And then like a dance studio, and then a crematorium or something.
Was it like a pole dance studio?
Yeah. Interesting. Look, it's all falling off the rails. The numbers are not in favor of the current president.
No, honestly, man, if there is any shenanigans going on anywhere, it's very slight. It's not enough to change anything. And honestly, it's probably on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's talking about the closing of polling places, the day of the moving of polling places. Abbott closing the ballot collections to one per county in the state of Texas, and then we get a couple back, and then he fought it again, and then they went away.
I find it funny that for 2 weeks prior to this election, we heard a lot of people on the right saying, we've found hundreds of ballots in a river, all Trump. He got more fucking votes this election than he did in 2016. So if anybody was trying to cheat, those hundreds of thousands of Trump ballots that were found in a fucking river seem a little bit fake to me.
Yeah, I trust in the people that run the elections in this state and in all the states. I think they're the real American heroes, and I'm very, very thankful that it went off without without any major problems. There's going to be some butthurt folks. And right now there's some very excited folks. But what I'm telling the people that are very excited, is I feel like there's going to be a want to retaliate and to get revenge. I'm telling you, and then I can already hear we've been the better person before, we've turned the better cheek before. I hear you, but we need to show people how to act. And also, this is an opportunity for us to clarify the message from the left, okay? Because I think this was a repudiation of the far left a little bit, or they're just not big enough in numbers to have given us that blue wave that we had heard that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So we need to come a little closer to the middle and understand that for Joe to get anything done, that might be the way to do it. Because we do not have a majority in the Senate. Now, it's possible that this runoff for these 2 Senate seats in Georgia could go in our favor, but that means that there's a whole other election. That also means that we need to call every single kid that is going to be 18 by December or by January 5th, because if they are going to be 18 by that time, they can register to vote in that primary or that runoff election.
You're not legally allowed to call them until they turn 18 anyway, Jimmy. Well, they're like a court order or something.
So just say it out loud, everybody, just real loud, so as if they, anybody that's maybe under 18 could hear you. So I'm saying that there could be a new wave of voters between now and January 5th that could register to vote in Georgia. If we had the Senate, if we had a majority in the Senate, there would be a chance to do some amazing stuff. But now we've got
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
I feel like I feel like if you don't have a little bit of balance, I don't like the idea of one party having all the power.
No, and you're right. And then they have to negotiate.
That's the trick, is getting them to work together.
But the problem that we have right now, and I think a lot of people are seeing it, is that the Senate is 100 dicks that stand in the way of anything getting done. And the fact
we don't know that yet.
I mean, when you look at that, when you look at that electoral map, the states that are blue are outnumbered by the states that are red.
Yeah.
So that means that with 2 senators per state, that we are destined, at least for the next 10 to 20 years, to have a Republican Senate every time.
You do realize that the majority of the red on that map, no one lives there. Those maps are very misleading.
And so the 2 senators from Montana have the same power as the 2 senators from Texas. So now the Constitution is very clear. You cannot alter the proportioning of senators to the states. Each state needs equal representation in the Senate. Now,
you're giving Kyle a headache.
Our former guest, we discussed this off air, he and I, and he affirmed that I was correct when I said that we could increase the number of senators per state and still be within the letter of the law per the Constitution. So
as long as there's an equal number.
Yes, as long as every single state has the same number. And yes, Bonnie's right. Puerto Rico should be a state. DC should be a state.
DC is not a state.
DC is not a state. It is not a
Guam
state.
should be a state.
Sure. Bring them in. Make them a state.
Virgin Islands
should
be a state.
And then why aren't they a state? And it could be, and I want everybody to read the short story, The Lottery. Okay, it's a story of tradition.
The entire world should be a state.
The short story, The Lottery, and it is a fascinating read, and it's so sad, and that's exactly what's happening right now in America. We are like, whoa, this is tradition, and then oh my gosh, this is tradition. So look, 50 stars on the flag. It's got a special place in my heart, but we can put 51, 52, 53. There are graphic artists that can make this happen, and speaking of artists,
Tinier stars,
maybe we should talk to one.
We should
talk to one, and we're going to talk to one who it ties in with our first guest. Just biked all the way around the country of Texas. And then we've got a guest, Mr. PEELANDER YELLOw, who has written a song and played a song about bikes. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Yellow.
I am waiting here. 1,000 years here. What's going on? You talking about something? Yeah. Yeah. How are you, everybody?
Good to see you, Yellow. How are you?
Good to see you, everybody. I'm fine like this. Everybody. Okay?
So special to have you all the way from Mars.
No, Mars. That is the next from our planet. My planet name is PEELANDER planet.
PEELANDER planet. So
yeah.
Straight from PEELANDER planet.
You got it.
PEELANDER YELLOw.
Yeah.
And you just got back from painting a whole bunch of murals.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Yeah, I did a Denver, Colorado last month, my mural there, and I come back, and then I have I did Kinokuniya bookstore in the Austin, Texas. I did a kind of mural art over there. So I'm so happy. I have over 30 mural in the Austin, Texas. I'm so proud. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Well, and anybody that's ever been to East Side Kings is like that's anytime I say just go to the truck that's got PEELANDER YELLOw's artwork all over it, and they're like, oh, that truck. So you get free East Side Kings everywhere you go.
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes I'm lucky and I got free, but so they help us my stomach. They help my stomach too. That's why I love them. East Side King. Yeah.
Now, you and I are working on a project right now.
Oh yeah.
You are one of the co-hosts for the National Beard and Mustache Championship.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm not allowed to announce that, but Brian's watching, so he'll tell me if I shouldn't have or not. What do beards mean to you?
I did with Mike Weeby from the Riverboat Canberra. I did. He explained everything. I just say, yeah. I'm kind of crazy guy. I going to bite people, but now no bite because social distance.
It's hard to bite people with a mask on.
Oh, we need it. We need a mask now. Yeah.
We need the mask more than the bite, right?
Yeah. Yellow with the pandemic, I always find it depressing to ask the artists, like, how is everything going? Because I know it's been hard on everybody, right? But
it's very, very hard to stay making money art. So, and then very hard to do the making money with the music right now. So, but I think this situation going to be more longer. So now we have to think about something new style because usually, general life is we can play everywhere. I can kiss, I can touch everywhere. I can hug and I can dance together, small place. But now we cannot do that. So maybe think about something new. This online, this style, we started but a little bit hard to make money. So now I try to do my art style. I do my art like
Let's
I do
see.
like a small art like this.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I put on the SNS, and I'm selling my art, but very hard to make money. So that is a problem. But we are artists. We are creator. We have to make something new style. So I don't know how we can do that, but maybe back to think about and talk to everybody artists, and then we have to make something new. You have any idea?
Are you worried that you're going to have to go back to your real job as a doctor?
Yes, I am crazy doctor, Doctor Strange Yellow.
If you could be a doctor, what kind of doctor would you be?
Yeah.
Would you, a psychiatrist? Would you work on people's feet, or you do the what is it with the pins?
Proctology, maybe?
To open your brain, and then I'm gonna take your noodles, and then I'm going to make a miso soup like a Japanese style.
So neurosurgery.
That is my surgery.
Have you ever tasted human brain?
Yeah, of course, because no. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah. So I draw. Usually I draw like a people head and open here, and the noodle here, and the noodle is like going to be like a dragon, going to be like a elephant nose, going to be like a horse tails. So that is my dream. I wanna cut my brain and open, and I want to show you. I am very ugly guy. Look, but open my brain. You see inside my brain. I am very handsome like a David Copperfield.
Wait. Is David Copperfield your model of the most handsome of American men?
You know, I'm getting old. For me, super handsome boy name is David Copperfield. Well, somebody tell me when I come here from my planet, first time this planet, and you ugly. My friend David Copperfield is super handsome. But listen carefully. I am very handsome in my planet.
On your planet.
Can you believe it? Everybody call me, oh, you look like a David Copperfield in this planet.
Oh,
you're very handsome on this planet.
Thank you. You are my friend. Thank you very much. You are my friend. I'm gonna give you my email address. You can send me every 3 minutes email.
I can. I'll send you some pics.
Yellow, are you drinking tonight? Are you drinking?
No, I'm not drinking because I am no human being. I never drink beer. I just drink your air.
Oh, our air?
Air.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. If you've been to LA, you know their air is not that good.
Really?
That's better now.
Hey, listen. I came from another planet. This planet everywhere no good right now. So maybe we have to make a clean.
Hey,
please,
with the people,
clean new president, please.
When you communicate to the people on your planet, and you give them reports of what's going on here, number one, are they saying that you have to stay and you can't go back because COVID? And then also, what do they think about how we're handling this?
Okay, COVID-19. This is a very big problem. Problem. I cannot back to there. And space immigration. They say, okay, you stay here until everything clear. But my project is I had to catch your smile. And I collect everything and then bring back to there because they are eating smiles.
Smile.
So now people a little bit forget about smile because of this situation. So I had to make you smile. I had to make smile, but I had to pray. I had to do the performance. Now a little bit no performance. I'm so sad, but we have to wait after clear, and then I'm gonna make you happy, and then collect your smile, and then bring to my backpack, and they fly to be there, and I gave I feed to them because they are eating smile. Can you understand my Espanol?
Yeah. I just don't know what kind of container do you put the smiles in?
It's a yellow, just a yellow lunchbox container.
Got it. Okay. They obviously
I might know somebody that could hook you up with a backpack.
Yeah, so backpack. I need a backpack. I need a yellow backpack here. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Everything yellow.
So hey, let me show you a jacket that you just did for our friend Wilbur.
Oh, I show you now.
There it is.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He ran off.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, he's got another one.
Is that one for sale?
No, it's people bring here his own jacket, and then I painted for him, and then this one. Look.
Oh, that is
very
so
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're taking commissions.
Okay. Sometimes I ask people, and if you bring your hat, if you bring your underpants, and then send to me, I paint it, and then send to back. So that is one idea. Is this situation my like
you would paint the ass of me undies?
Yeah, I can paint your body too.
That's amazing. Oh, my body too. Do I have to shave?
No, don't shave. I'm gonna use you under hair.
But like
I'm gonna paint
this part, like the chesty part, do I shave that part?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
If you can shave, I'm gonna make brush, and then I'm gonna paint your body. I'm gonna paint your nipples. I'm gonna paint everywhere. Don't tell your mom. Your mom going to kill you. Okay.
It'd be fine painting. They're very tiny nipples.
Live body painting. And don't forget about your brain. I'm gonna open. I'm gonna paint your brain.
Yeah, we get it. You're gonna eat our brains. You're gonna make it into miso soup. But if somebody wants something painted, they want their undies painted, they want their body painted, they want their jacket painted, they want their car painted.
Oh,
how do they get in touch with you?
Okay, Instagram. Check the Instagram. Yellow art.
Yellow art.
Yellow art. Yellow art is my Instagram. Maybe if you want, send me. And hey, I need my shoes painting.
Yes. Now, you know Brian Nelson.
I know Brian Nelson. He's my older friend.
How long have you known Brian Nelson?
1,000 to light years. I think 20 years. No. 2002. Yeah, 18 years. I met him first time in the El Paso.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because first time I came. I used to live in New York, and I came here first time. South by Southwest 2002. But before South by, I went to the El Paso because my friend's band called Electric Eel Shock, they play over there. So I very curious to see El Paso show. And then I went to there, and he was there with a Japanese female band, Breach. So he was there, and I met him, and I was surprised because he has a long beard. That time I have a very nice. I was a very pretty. You cannot believe, but I was a pretty 18 years ago. Hair,
like David Copperfield.
We have a hair and no beard, and I was a super pretty boy. And then I met him, and then your beard, I love it. I wanna get like you. And he said, try it. And now I'm follower from Austin Facial Hair Club. Yeah.
Well, and I know by being a member of the club, I have had the opportunity to rub elbows with you, and you've been involved in a lot of our Austin Facial Hair Club events. but it's been awesome working with you with nationals, and we're gonna see you. You and I are gonna hang out next Friday too.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's we decided to do it.
Oh yeah. By the way, that's confirmed. So we're gonna see you
Okay.
next Friday.
What
Okay.
time?
Brian will tell you.
Okay, Brian.
Okay.
Okay. Brian
Yeah.
is my boy. He's going to tell me everything.
He will let you know
how to kiss. He's gonna tell me how to draw. He's gonna tell me how to make money. Everything. He's going to give me all of his money. That's
all the money, all the money.
His money.
But this is a testament to how things have changed too, because beard competitions used to be we could hug and we could laugh and we can steal smiles, right, and put them in our lunchbox, but now it's got to be online. So, how much longer is this going to happen? And then with the new president, do you think things are going to get better?
Also 10 a.m.
I can see from my planet to this planet. They need the Earth president. I gonna be the Earth president for you both.
President of the entire Earth. I'd be down.
President. And because I need your noodles from your brain, that's why I'm gonna be your brain president.
I'll give you smiles all day.
You give him smiles, but he wants to eat your noodle brain. Okay, so
I mean,
this is not a good campaign.
I'm doing this show.
You are not going
my brain.
He's not going to win the president of the world.
I know
by saying that he's going to. You've got to keep that secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I try to be friend. Everybody friend. I'm gonna be your mind. Everybody's mind friendship president. Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow. Every week, Jimmy collects memes for us. So you're gonna hang around and look at some memes with us.
You want to do some memes? We're gonna just look at some funny pictures.
Meme? What's the meme? What's the meme?
It's on on Facebook. Do you have Facebook on your planet?
Yeah, we have a body show, body book too. Facebook and body book.
Okay, well this is for like.
Which one's your favorite? Facebook or body book?
Body book with
body book, yeah.
Body book with you under here.
I'm with you.
Okay. Well, but so if you've got a cousin or an uncle who is very bad at having a thought that is original, they just share pictures that are funny or mean, and they're called memes.
I want to go out on a limb now. If there's a Leonardo DiCaprio meme in this stack of memes, I fucking quit.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay.
Well,
I am a meme, king of meme. That's why I had to go.
You gotta go. You're gonna leave.
You wanna hear the song?
Yeah, play me a song.
Yo. Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun dun. Yeah.
Hey, that guitar's yellow.
Somebody go. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Somebody did ride a bicycle all over Texas. That's why I want to sing this song for you. Let's go meet Mike. Yo, let's go meet Mike again. Let's go find Mike. Yeah, El Paso. Let's go all over Texas. Yay! Everything in my heart. With my bicycle, with my bicycle, yeah. The thing in my heart. Bike. If you have a bike, ride now, yeah. Bike. Yeah. Oh my bike, yeah. Oh my bike, yeah. Oh my bike, come on.
Oh my bike.
Yeah.
Oh my bike.
Yeah.
Oh my
bike.
Oh my
Oh
bike.
my bike. Oh my bike. Oh my bike.
Oh my bike.
Oh my bike.
Thank you for opening my brain, everybody. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you, Yellow. I'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. It's Peelander Yellow from
Yes, sir.
Peelander Planet.
He's not staying for memes.
He's not staying for memes. Hey, and Kyle, just to let you know, I updated the file for our closing song to Too Many Mics.
Ah, yes.
Too Many Mics, because we were going to play Bikes, but he just played it live, which was a freaking treat.
Kyle, thanks for coming in on the end of Bikes, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
That was you.
And look, let me tell you this. Yellow's
Let's
art
talk about Kyle for a minute.
Yellow's art is amazing. I've got a piece of his art here on my wall. I actually have a couple pieces, and he's a damn treat to meet. It's not every day that you meet an alien, but go to his Instagram, the yellow art. Was that what it was? Yellow art.
Yellow
art.
Yellow art. We'll put it back up. Go there, get some stuff painted. That jacket that Wilbur got painted is amazing. The shoes, as Brian said, he does guitars. It's awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do some memes. Let's do some memes real quick.
Don't rush, Jimmy. You're okay.
Okay. Okay, so look, a couple of these are screenshots. Okay, this is not a meme, but this was an experiment, and I'm hoping that these are all in order. But
who's this guy?
It's nothing. It's Russia. It's Russia. Recount. Our beloved Trump is the answer. Biden is.
I don't have any context, Jimmy.
But I love. Well, I'm telling you what's happening here. So and then here's another one. It's the same thing from Shul 7. Biden has tricked y'all. I'm booking my flights to Peru, but I mean, this is the one at the future of my kids is in jeopardy. They've been without food for hours. I'm disappointment.
Yeah, these motherfuckers can't even speak English.
Feed your kids. All right, next.
It's obvious.
Right. And then so this is the side of the other side, because this is
up with those toes.
These are supposed Democrat. Well, it was like a video, and I just screenshotted it in the middle. I don't know what's going on. I think those are.
Can you read this aloud to me?
It says, "I love seeing Trump supporters cry. It's my daily medicine, my weekly energy, my monthly inspiration, and my yearly motivation. Their loss is the only reason I'm still alive. I was born to love and enjoy the failure that they have achieved." I mean, and then that was, I think,
aren't real humans.
Next, is it? Okay, all right. Here you go.
Jesus did not hate the pot, by the way.
I would do anything for you. Quit, Jesus, and do pot drugs with me. And then Jesus kicks her off of a cliff.
That's not Jesus.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Now, what would Jesus do?
I don't know, but I think you should. I think you should ease into the pot talk with Jesus just in case. Okay, next. Okay.
Depends on how he pronounces his name.
My buddy Pete, who's Pedro Gray on Instagram. Like, anytime council member Gregorio Casar, like, go and follow council member Gregorio Casar, which congratulations to him on winning re-election for the city council. Also to my good friend Tara Pallmeyer, who is now the communications director for his campaign. She freaking is amazing, and you picked a winner there, Greg. She's going to take you to the state house, and one day we're going to see you as governor. I'm saying it here first. But
hey. Yeah. Also, I want to send a shout out to old One Eye, Dan Crenshaw, for winning re-election.
Isn't that guy a dick?
Go Sailor.
But anyway, if you follow Gregorio Casar, you will see Pedro Gray, my good buddy, just shitting on every one of his parades. The Prep A increases rating.
Nice.
Yeah. Next.
Hey, Jimmy.
Here we go. Another one.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
I saw something about Tucker Carlson running in 2024 as a Republican.
Okay. Look at these people holding shovels normally, except for
the dumbass on the left.
I believe everything about this. If this was photoshopped, it's the greatest Photoshop ever. I zoomed in to see if there's
which one is that?
What do you mean?
Which son is that?
That's
Eric?
Yeah, that's Eric. Yeah. Next.
Oh, fuck.
Great. Dwayne's quitting.
No, it's not. It's not as bad as. Yeah.
Next.
I'm quitting.
Next.
Saw so many of those today.
Yeah. All right, next.
Yeah.
This one, I snarfed on this one. Man. Next. Yeah. All right, next.
It's Leviosa.
See this one.
You don't like this one? Well, because the line is, "Look at me, I'm the captain now," and that's the Somali pirate that takes over the ship from Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I mean, I know the movie, but I still don't. It doesn't.
Okay,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Next.
Wait, can we go back? Go back, Kyle. Jason Momoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy, guys.
Sexy motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I found
funny?
When
all of them are shutting up.
I think I might have texted Kyle, or I may have said something in one of our many fucking group chats that I would bounce around from network to network, and Fox's numbers were always higher for Biden.
Look,
than everybody else.
The running commentary was that all the other networks were forcing Fox to call it for Biden.
Yeah,
they were putting lower numbers to force Fox to call it.
I like
which is kind of a dick move, but you know.
Yeah, but you know what?
Drink.
Yeah, Biden. Next.
Mm-hmm. Just stop the cunt. I mean, count.
Next. But, man, I want a shirt that says, "I'm Reba McEntire of your bullshit." Why
didn't you make that shirt? That would have sold better.
Well, that's going to be our next shirt. Something with Reba McEntire. Okay,
can we sell it on
be sure to check out Jimmy
instead of eBay.
Next.
Oh shit!
God damn it! Twice, you cocksucker.
Next.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Oh shit! That's it.
That's it.
All right. Don't back up.
All right. We're out of time. We're gonna end on time this week. Thank you, Kyle, for putting up with us. What do you think? Scale of 1 to 10. How'd we do tonight?
10. Like all 10.
That's thanks,
across the board.
man.
Yeah.
And you were right. That was a test, and you passed.
You're not fired.
Dwayne, you're not gonna quit?
I'm not quitting. Kyle's not fired, but fuck you, Donald Trump. You are.
You are. Oh, I mean, how I heard somebody say it on Twitter, like, how great would it be if Biden came out and said, "Donald Trump, you're fired." But you know what? Wait until the inauguration. Let's if he does it on the Capitol steps, man, I don't care what he does. I don't care who he drones. I don't care who he puts in cages.
Dude, if he rolls up
Biden,
to the Capitol steps in his vet to AC/DC,
it's over.
All right. Thank you everybody for joining us. Brian, Amber, Yellow, and Aaron Chamberlain from Texas Monthly. Make sure you go and read his article.
Thank you very much, Aaron.
Go and visit Yellow on his Instagram, yellow art. And thank you for listening. If you like the show,
didn't mention any sponsors tonight.
Okay,
so
it's
Psycho's Nut Scrub, Fluffy White Biscuits. Ancient Astronaut Theory University.
Luke's In and Out fed me tonight. Luke's In and Out, the burger truck over at Gibson.
Okay.
Gibson.
We're gonna go a little long.
Yeah.
Kyle, we're gonna go a little long.
Fine.
Jimmy,
It's fine.
Luke's In and Out.
Luke's In.
I mean, isn't that like copyright infringement or some shit?
What do you mean?
In and Out.
Luke's. Yeah,
You got a burger from Luke's In and Out. What about In and Out?
Luke's In and Out.
How can you do that? So if I say
you should have been a sponsor. Well,
fine.
his family is listening. Come on, he doesn't have internet. He lives below me, and he can't watch. So he's called his family to watch the show, and he's listening on speakerphone while they're watching at their house because he doesn't have internet yet, and I can't get him on my internet so that he can watch it because then it might
need to go with like
us doing the show.
Luke's Good Burger.
No, it's called Luke's In and Out.
Thank you, neighbor.
It's over at Gibson Bar on Lamar. Go and visit him. His burger is freaking amazing. His crinkle fries are delish. And also make sure you visit Jimmy's.
Some legal action for his name.
Jimmy's Bazaar. We've got buttons. The Ancient Astronaut Theorist buttons or pins are in stock. We've got them in black and silver.
Make sure you visit.
Hello.
What?
Oh shit! It's Paul.
We have a caller.
Yeah, I was trying to call in, but you're on the thing. Are you?
Hi,
You're
Paul.
you're on the air, caller. What's up, Paul? What's going on?
Oh shit! Wait, what did I just do? Can you fix that?
Oh, Jesus, are you
Can
high?
you, I know. Can you? I don't know what I did. Trying to turn the
Are you
volume up.
high?
Shit.
You know he's.
Hey, what's up? You got done now?
Are you high?
We're on the air still. We were trying.
I had you guys on the TV and I shut you off on accident. Well, Diane was playing you from her phone, and now. Anyway, I tried to call in when I heard about Jesus pushing someone off a cliff, the woman for pot.
Yeah, do you
I
think
was like, that's not what Jesus would do.
What would Jesus do?
I shut you off on accident. Well, Diane was playing from her phone, and now.
Oh my god!
He's listening to. Do you not know?
He's listening to you on the delay. Paul, we're hanging up. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
No, don't hang up.
Hey, we're ending the show.
What's on the delay?
Kyle was very clear that he wanted to end on time. I know.
Down your radio.
We know you are, but Kyle was very clear. He wanted to end on time this week.
He's listening on the TV, so he's making it a delay instead of listening.
No,
to his phone.
I was trying to mute it and I turned you off. All right.
Love you.
I
Love
know.
you. Love you.
Can you hear?
What strain
No,
are
I
you?
can't hear you guys at all. That's the fucked up part about it.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Well, hang up on you.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyway,
Sorry,
okay.
man.
Well,
Love you, Paul.
Bye.
Love you,
Bye.
Diane. Glad you guys are doing all right. All right. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to everybody who listened and will listen in the future. We are the least you could do for Dwayne.
Is really not that bad, guys.
For Kyle Bauer, I'm Jimmy Preston. It's the least we could do. Every Saturday, 8 to 10. We'll see you next week.
Let's go meet Mike. Let's go to the park. Let's go to the lake. Let's go to get Mike. Everything my heart with my bike. With my bike. Everything my heart. Bike. Bike, 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 bike. Bike, 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 bike. Oh my bike, oh my bike, oh my bike, oh my bike. Oh my bike. Bike. Let's go meet Mike. Let's go to the park. Let's go to the lake. Let's go to get the bike. Oh, my bike. Oh, my bike. Oh, my bike.